I was gonna say the standard edition of it sold out, so all they have is the limited edition left.
$400.
Knowing fucking Aniplex, they would pull that shit.
599. What is this? The PS3 launch?
Why don't you play a real Shin Megami Tensei game like Nocturne or Strange Journey?
Hi everyone, I'm Spooky,
I am the Arithmetic Drew Margifalo.
and here's our first episode of Jack Bros. We're I guess a Megami Tensei podcast.
Stuff along those lines. And I guess to start off our first episode, why don't we just talk about what got us into the series in the first place?
Well, it definitely for me had to be. This is gonna sound so casual and so typical.
It's
I've heard
not
this many
casual,
times.
fuck off.
But like Persona 4 Golden, I played a little bit of P3 Fez, just because of backlog and life changes and moving states. I just kind of set it away. I was enjoying it, but I just kind of set it away. And then one Christmas, my homie just got me a Vita and Golden, and I was like, sweet. So I played it, and I loved every minute of it. It was like it's an eight. Like I've told several people, it's an 80-hour game that's too short. I enjoyed it, and then I finally actually I had a 3-day weekend recently, and I finally finished P3 Fez, and holy shit, the tonal differences for those games are ridiculous.
We can go into that a bit later, but other SMT, because I know you're huge on the other SMT.
Yeah, but after Golden, I was like, wow. I started reading into the other SMT games, and I was like, oh wow, like it is this huge universe, and I thought that was so cool that all these things are interconnected, and they are, and they're all canon.
Oh yeah, the SMT not Megaverse. What do they call it?
In Nocturne they call it the Amala network, and
Uh,
there's a lot of time travel too, and it's all kind of loosely connected. It's not like it's like
but there's connections that can be made.
absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
Then probably directly after I beat Persona 4 Golden, I picked up. I was like, I want to get into this series, so I picked up Strange Journey for the DS, Digital Devil Saga, and Nocturne all in one go. It's like I'm gonna get this whole series, and I fell into that trap of buying a shit ton of Megami Tensei games and getting like a few hours into them, and then just setting them down and then going to the next one. So the next game I actually beat was Soul Hackers for the 3DS, which is I liked it because it was definitely old school SMT, but the redesign, the changes they put into the 3DS version, because it used to be a Saturn game, it definitely made it a lot more accessible and playable for like a more
okay.
modern RPG. Because like even like oh god, even if you could compare it to a game like I don't know, like Final Fantasy, it's still like whoa, and especially if you weren't into the PC first-person dungeon crawlers from back in the day, it could be a little daunting if you were just to play the vanilla version of that. But it was pretty fun. It also had pretty good characters, had voice acting. But yeah, how about you, man?
For me, my intro to SMT was the same. It was Persona 4, but it was the original Persona 4. And it wasn't because I had actually played it myself. I had watched a Let's Play of it. Giant Bomb did a what they call an endurance run of it.
Mhm.
And essentially it was just Vinny and Jeff, the two of the editors at Giant Bomb, just sitting on a
The
couch.
Gerst.
Yeah, the Gerst, yeah. Just sitting on a couch playing through this game. And I had no idea what to expect when I started watching it. And then I think it goes on, like their save file ends at 99 hours, 99 minutes. I watched over 100 hours of these guys playing Persona 4.
And from what I heard, I actually have not sat down and watched that, but from what I heard, they kind of started as a joke, but then ended up falling in love with the game.
Oh, exactly. They didn't expect, like they expected to like sit down with it for like a few days before they got just fed up with it and sick of it, and
And
they
I was like, that's how I feel about Deadly Premonition. I was like, oh wow, this is so stupid. And then I was like, I love this game so much.
exactly. And that was my first intro to it, and I was just like, man, I just need to go and play this game. So I went out, picked up a used PS2, a copy of Persona 4, played through it myself, I can't even remember what my original save file is at anymore, but fell in love with the series, played Persona 3 Fest when it came out, not Fest, Portable, Persona 3 Portable when it came out, fell even more in love with that, and after Portable, it was just, I fell into the same rabbit hole as you did, is trying to play as many SMT games as I could and not getting very far in too many of them. Perfect example is Nocturne. I probably rage quit Nocturne 2 hours in, but...
It's actually interesting. I actually went in and played Nocturne recently. I started a new save file, and it's been a long while since I played it. I actually beat Soul Hackers. I've played a few other SMT games. Got really far in Strange Journey, and kind of with that like combat knowledge, and just kind of how the flow works for like mainline SMT games, things started making more sense. Okay, there's I still haven't gotten to the I guess Matador is a kind of a really, this is the first
the infamous Matador.
He's the test. He's like, are you gonna keep playing this game? He's like one of the earlier fucking annoying bosses from what I hear, and I haven't got to him, but I'm kind of like preparing for it.
I mean the freaking last frames of that cutscene before it goes into his boss fight are like a meme on V. Straight up. You see that posted and you just see somebody just either saying, I can't get through Matador, or I'm about to start Matador, what the hell do I expect? But after Nocturne, I didn't really fall too far in. I wanted to pick up Digital Devil Saga and Devil Summoner and all the PS2 ones, but I never really got the chance. Luckily, I've recently been able to play Digital Devil Saga on PS3, and I've absolutely been loving it.
A funny note about that, did you ever read the description for Devil Summoner Rado Kuzunoha versus the Soulless Army?
The back of the box description, or like the PSN description?
No. The PSN, if you go, you're on the cross media bar, and you go down and read it, it's the description for Digital Devil Saga. I shit you not.
Oh god, I have both of them on my PS3 right now. I need to see this right now. I can edit out the dead space. I need to see this right now just to confirm if you're fucking bullshitting me or not. And they can't update classic PS2 games.
No.
So if it's that way, it's that way. Oh, I greatly look forward to this, and if you disappoint me, you disappoint me so much. Oh god, you're completely right. Use demonic abilities to devour enemy tribes and absorb new powers, protect a mysterious girl, and gain entry to the paradise of Nirvana.
I remember reading that, I'm like...
Digital Devil Saga. Use demonic abilities.
Oh, that's how they're connected.
Oh wow, you weren't joking. Those are exactly the same descriptions. Holy hell. How did I not notice that?
Little side, kind of timeline lore, and I'll link this in the description, but there's this guy named Rasen on YouTube. He has a Megami Tensei podcast named Cathedral. He did a timeline video, and kind of a beginner's guide video for SMT. And what I thought was really interesting is Shin Megami Tensei If, the canon character named Tamaki, she shows up in Persona 1. And I might, correct me if I'm wrong, but she works for the Kuzunoha Detective Agency, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Oh, dude, the Kuzunoha Detective Agency and a lot of the multiverse lore is huge. Apparently in some of the verses, the Kuzunoha Detective Agency, at least from what I've read, is what connects Persona 4 to the main canon universe, because Naoto is a descendant of the Kuzunoha line.
Is that true, or is that headcanon?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know if that's been confirmed yet.
I don't know if that's been confirmed or not, but I really like to think that one, because I think that one's really awesome, because I really love
I was actually about to say
Kuzunoha.
that, but that's my headcanon, pretty much.
I was going to say, that is what connects Persona 4 to the main line, if that is...
You know why? They have hard-hitting facts. 1, they both wear a hat. 2, they both have a gun.
Done.
Right?
Done.
It's done.
Done.
It's done. Canon. I'm on a network. Nano machines.
While we're talking about headcanons, dude, have you ever read any weird headcanons for the Megami Tensei universe? Because one night I fell into a really, really bad rabbit hole on Tumblr.
Oh God, that site.
Oh yeah, no, don't even get me started. But the weirdest one I read is that Naoto is the protagonist from Persona 3's little sister, who was separated from him after the accident in Persona 3. And the only evidence they had to base this on was the fact that both of them had blue hair and they kind of looked similar.
Fair enough. That's canon.
Canon! Calling it now. Jack Brothers Podcast, calling it canon.
Canon. When they come out with the timeline, the official timeline that fucks everything up. Actually, no. There's actually a few, I think, from what I've heard, I believe there is actually a couple of official Atlus timelines. There's several of them that contradict each other.
I would love to see those, because I want them to release like an official, you can't argue with it timeline, kind of like they did for Legend of Zelda with the Hyrule Historia.
Oh yeah, that pissed a lot of people off.
Oh, that pissed a lot of people off.
My fiance gave me like a lecture about how stupid the dual timeline theory is.
Which is, the weird thing about that is, I gave a copy of that to our buddy Zach, who's having the Zelda-themed wedding, you know? For Christmas, him and his fiance, and both of them just love it. So, but anyway, what I was going to talk about, there is the several timelines contradicting each other for a while. Have you seen Persona Trinity Soul?
No, just because I know it's universally panned, and Akuhiko is a cop. That's basically all I know.
Akihiko is a cop. He doesn't have a persona. He doesn't show up until the second half of the series, and it's just generally terrible.
Mm.
But for a while, it was considered completely the canon sequel to Persona 3.
Oh, man.
And then Persona 3 Portable came out, and Atlus released an official fan book for Persona 3 Portable, in which they briefly mentioned Trinity Soul, and they're just like, yeah, this is an alternate universe.
Oh, yeah, Amala Network. It's kind of like the...
I like the idea that that's an alternate universe, though, like where shit went wrong is the universe where we get Trinity Soul.
Speaking of alternate universes, right now, in Japan, is June 5th.
This leads perfectly into my first news topic, Persona Q.
Oh, boy. Watch out.
Just came out in Japan today. Like, I believe it's been officially stated multiple times, this isn't canon. Unless they do one of those weird, like, hey, everybody gets their memory wiped at the end, so nobody remembers it.
That's what I was thinking.
That was my theory as well.
Because I can't remember actually seeing anything that said it was officially. I remember a lot of people on R Mega 10 and on V and VG like saying, "Oh, it's not canon. It's just a side story." And I'm like, well, either way, I'm kind of like cool with it. You know, if it's not, that's fine. If it is, either blame it on memory loss or Amala Network, whatever.
As a huge fan of Persona 3 and Persona 4, after I saw the announcement of Persona 4 Arena, the first one, the first thing I asked was, why is this not an RPG where it's all the characters teaming up? So this is the game that I want. Even if it's not canon, this is still the game that I want. And
you know what? Maybe they'll pull a fast one and be like, this is actually a sequel to Etrian Odyssey.
you never know. You never know. The thing is, though, until it gets released in America, I have to go black on all the freaking SMT stuff I track, because there's going to be that one asshole that posts spoilers and ruins it for me.
Yeah, I'm going to have to kind of do that too.
Or just be cautious. I don't know.
I don't know. It might be different for Q. But for Persona 3 and 4, I was spoiled. I was spoiled on 4 from the Him Daisy comic, and I was spoiled on 3 just from, just side conversations and stuff like that. I kind of like knew. It was like the 10th Doctor,
Oh, yeah.
It's like I knew what was going to happen at the end, but like actually experiencing the whole thing, it was.
Oh, dude, no, same here. I knew what was going to happen in 3 before it happened, but still seeing it happen, 3 is my favorite game ever made. It's
in Persona Q, it's like I'm really concerned if that the corn what's her name, Ray, the corn dog girl.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I'm really concerned about. Like, I don't know. It's we'll see.
We'll see. They've already announced that all these new Persona games are getting a release stateside. So, but
the thing I'm kind of interested in seeing is a lot of like there's people who they don't really play RPGs, but they do play Persona 3 and 4 or just 4. And just seeing them get into the Etrian Odyssey style gameplay, I don't know if jive well. I hope that doesn't affect review scores. It's like, because I know like SMT4, like some sites were
why
like,
wasn't it Persona?
this wasn't Persona 4. The characters were boring. I actually had to read in. Well, it's like they weren't. I'm kind of quoting Rasen again, but the characters weren't boring. They just were like their actions spoke louder than words. I don't know. It's like SMT is a kind of a different beast. Like SMT mainline is kind of really of a different beast.
I'll completely agree with you
Persona.
there. Yeah,
and both of them are really great storytelling games in their own right. It's just like Persona does it in a more character-driven, more kind of anime-esque way. You know,
which is why they're doing the anime. Which, hey, transition next topic. Have you seen the Persona 3 movie yet?
I have not, because I was actually planning on buying that. Looks pretty good.
Okay. I'm just going to give my brief thoughts on... Well, I can't give you spoilers.
I heard no dubs. They're not going to do dubs.
They haven't announced a dub yet. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it, because Aniplex are very weird about that. They'll release it in Japanese first and do it limited release and charge a fuck ton for it, and then put it out in English with the Japanese for way less, like a year later. And Aniplex are fuckholes about that. Which is weird that they're doing the simultaneous, like, they're not doing that for Kill la Kill, but blah. My experience with the Persona 3 movie, I've seen it. Did you like the Persona 4 anime?
First watch, I thought it was great. I was like, wow, yeah, it didn't cover everything. But second watch, all the quality, and then, like, shit not making sense in the story, and the lack of, like, everyone, like, there's a lack of, like, people eating meat, like, and just eating noodles. Like, I was really confused. I don't know. Like, there's something weird about it. Like, like the second watch through, like, I couldn't, like, I didn't like it as much. Like, it was like okay, I guess. You know, it wasn't horrible. It was just okay.
Then I have some terrible news for you, my friend. Persona 3 the movie is exactly the same.
Oh man. Even the animation looked better.
For
the trailers, at least.
The quality of the animation is far superior because they had the movie budget. But every single story shortfall that you had with the Persona 4 animation is exactly the same in the Persona 3 movies. Well, movie. The next ones aren't out yet, so I can't judge them. But
are you telling me they're not going to go to the Moon S link with the fat kid? Because that was like my favorite one. Nozumi or whatever.
They haven't. They've barely touched. I think the only S-Link they even kind of touched on in the first movie, and mind you, I only watched it once, I haven't brought myself to watch it again, but the only S-Link they kind of touched on was Fuka's. And actually,
man.
like,
they didn't do what's his name? Oh, gosh, Kenji?
Kenji is there for about 10 seconds.
Yeah, well, that's what they did in the P4A, was just like, oh, hey, remember, hey. Like, the thing about P4A is, like, it's not made for, I wish they kind of made it for, like, newcomers. Like, they've never seen it Persona before.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
But it's this weird mesh of, like, there's all these nods and fan service, which is, like, you know, as expected.
It's
like,
cool, but...
But it's like you have to have played Persona 4 all the way through to understand really what's going on. Because if you just did a dry watch of that, not knowing anything about the series, or it would be so fucking weird. And
you would think Narukami is autistic when he's in that scene with Ai and he's folding the paper cranes. If you hadn't played the games, you wouldn't get that joke.
Yeah,
pure and simple. And I hate to say it, but the only character besides Makoto Yuki, which is what they've renamed the Persona 3 protagonist.
Oh, don't even get me started. He'll always be Minato.
No. He's always going to be Minato, and Femsi is always going to be Minako, but Makoto Yuki, it's the anime timeline. We don't have to acknowledge the anime timeline.
Well, dude, like, whenever I hear that, it always reminds me of that Two Best Friends play Persona 4. I think he, like, it was when the teacher, when King Warren was, like, listing off names. Here's my shit list, Makoto Nuzunagi.
Oh, jeez. The only character besides Makoto that gets character development in the movie, at least from what I remember, is Fuka. And I really found that disappointing because, I mean, I like Fuka. I liked her a lot.
She's clearly the best girl, but that's a, you know...
We're not getting into waifu...
discussion. That's a discussion for another episode.
I was going to say, we are saving Waifu Wars for later. You will hold your tongue, sir. I liked her a lot more after Persona 4 Arena. I can't exactly say why. I can't figure out why I liked her more after Arena. Maybe because she was in a very, very short capacity of Arena, but just
Like, my only problem with her in Arena, she wasn't gasping enough. And saying the enemy. Like,
the enemy. Okay, are you being an asshole right now, or did you actually like that line?
I liked it and like it was an enduring character trait.
Okay, so that's why you like Yukiko, you fucking shit tier bitch. Sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Waifu
We don't want
Wars.
to stir up too much controversy. So
Don't want to start too much controversy. Oh god, I just pissed off so many people. Anyway,
all 5 of them.
all 5 of the people. Come on.
Speaking
we're-
on
we're
the
aiming
same
for 3.
on the same vein of did you hear the recent announcement?
Persona 4: The Golden Animation.
Oh man, are
That
you
was the
ready?
next one on my list. Oh,
Are you ready? Are you ready for an HD remix of Chi and Yukuku?
dude, did you ever see the picture of Double Chie from the original airing of Persona 4: The Animation?
Oh yes,
Oh, Double Chie is so amazing.
dude. They should have Double Chi just as like a throwback,
Just
but have it like really like well made.
I don't even know what the hell they're thinking here. Like, why are you... I understand that Persona 4 The Animation is bad, but why are you remaking it with the Golden? Like, if anything, they're going to have either the same amount of episodes or less episodes to tell a larger story.
Like, the thing is, the worst part is, it's like, like, it took me a little while to warm up to Marie, but I did. But, oh my god. I don't think they're...
That's one of my favorite images I've ever seen. It's the screen caps of all the weird shit Marie says, as well as all of her like poems and shit, and then the bottom picture of the fucking comic, Igor just being like, "What the fuck am I reading?" Like, don't get me wrong, I like Marie. Like Marie definitely grew on me as well, but
yeah, I totally like once you get the full grasp of everything, it's like, oh, okay, I get it now.
okay, everything is coming together. It makes sense.
But, a lot of people are just like, oh, milking of the franchise. Yes, but
that's exactly where I was when it was announced. Like, I raged so hard when it was announced because they announced a live stream where they were going to announce a big new thing in the Persona franchise, and it was just like, oh, okay. And then I woke up the next morning, immediately Googled it. It's like Persona 4: The Golden Animation. I lost. Oh, I was mad. I was mad.
Like, I don't know. Do you feel like they should stop with the anime? Because, like, I guess, Devil's Survivor 2.
Devil Survivor. I actually
was not very from what I heard was not the greatest.
Actually, I didn't get to I can't say this with absolute certainty, but from what I watched of Devil Survivor 2, I really liked it.
Mm.
I think I maybe only got like 5 or 6 episodes in, but from what I watched, it was super interesting. Mind you, I have not played Devil Survivor myself. It's perpetually on the backlog. But
you need to play. That's the good one. That is the dude. It is Evangelion.
What?
It is Evangelion SMT. I swear to God.
Oh, okay then. That's
you're gonna love it.
That is being purchased
like
on Amazon
two
tomorrow.
Things combined.
That's getting. If you say so, like you play Devil Survivor.
Just wait. Just wait until they release Break Record, which because how they had like Devil Survivor, and then they came out with Overclocked for 3DS, and then they came out with Devil Survivor. They have Devil Survivor 2. Well, they're gonna come out with Devil Survivor 2 Break Record,
which is going to be a 3DS remake of Devil Survivor 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like not remake. Like I wouldn't say remake, but like definitely like without voice acting. Upscale. Yeah.
Okay.
You will get a great if you went out, it's like $20 if you want to go out and get it now.
Oh yeah.
Like it's definitely a great game.
I was really interested in playing the game after watching the anime because the anime left a lot of questions, but I figured that was just because I only watched like the first few episodes. I wanted to go out and play the game after that, but I mean, if you say so, I'll definitely check it out.
Oh yeah,
I heard it's not real time strategy, turn-based strategy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like like Fire Emblem Awakening, and it's a lot more forgiving. Like it's a lot more forgiving than The first one. First one's
Okay.
pretty hard. Like
Like,
can be broken hard. It's but the characters are better. It's just an overall better game than the
I,
first one. Like
I've
the first one's pretty good. I
I've
enjoy
just
it.
I've seen I saw a giant screen cap, like it was a bunch of mini screen caps and a giant image of all the dialogue options you get in that game,
Yeah.
and some of them are just freaking hilarious, and that also made me want to check it out. So
hmm And
back,
also it has like an S link system. It's called the Fate system, and instead of
oh
like
yeah,
10 ranks, it's 5,
yeah,
which is I think is cool because it cuts out all the burger eating and like oh God, why was like you notice that like every S link just like let's go eat burgers.
like
Or let's go
you'll have one good S link and then two like mediocre, like I'm gonna cook you a bento box. Oh,
like
it's not very good. Oh wait, that was actually
I don't
very
know
fun.
like the design. I imagine there's like a design choice for pacing and like if you go to the shrine or and if you have the persona of Arcana with the same Arcana as of S Link, it'll help out. But like I think they could have cut out like maybe done like one hamburger eating thing, cut out all the other. Your friendship will be growing soon. Like should have just done like a skit for every time. That's how I feel.
I don't know. Maybe they'll re-envision it in Persona 5, but we still have yet to see anything about that. But back to the point of the anime. For the anime, I don't want to pass any judgment until the golden animation is out because I want to think them doing the golden animation is them realizing, oh shit, we fucked up.
Yeah.
And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and the all the Persona anime and SMT anime is doomed. Whatever.
Because from what I heard, the P4A original was rushed on
Oh,
all ends. Like,
it was rushed as hell. From like there was reports initially because I was watching it with A, and there was reports that they were posting from like animators who were working on it who were just like, this is rushed as hell. Holy shit, we don't want to be working on this. Like the initial Persona 4 animation was kind of a shit show behind the scenes from what I've read. So,
I think it was like I hate to say cash grab, but it probably was. They're like, oh,
oh,
okay, we can make this anime and we can get some. Like, this is
it was completely a cash grab, which is a shame because I
Was
think
it? Did it come out before or after Golden? I don't remember.
it came out before Golden. It was out
Was it
before.
before Arena?
It was, I believe, on the hype train to Arena. Either Arena came out within its run or after its run. So it was in the big Persona hype
Because
train
there was like a P4 storm
of new people.
software coming out. Yeah,
Yeah,
just like and like okay, this could get the hype up. But
exactly.
honestly, even though for what it was, I enjoyed it.
Oh,
Also, Lotus Juice had some great tracks on that one.
oh
To
hell
be
yes.
honest, yeah, that ending,
I'm glad they
that
brought Lotus Juice back for the soundtrack of Persona 4 the
dude.
animation.
Oh my god, have you? I love that the P3 movie Lotus Juice. What's it called? It's on the tip of my tongue. Fate, Fate something.
Fate is in our hands.
Fate is in our hands. But listen to that work. The
I
coworkers are giving
I,
weird
I want to
looks.
say that's the name of it, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yes, it's Fate is in our hands. I have it. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at it right
Okay.
now.
Um, yeah, I think I've heard that one. I'm not entirely sure. I guess I'm just waiting for the golden animation because have you seen the trailer for golden animation?
I have not.
Basically, the point I wanted to make about the Persona 4 golden animation was that the animation is it looks like it's infinitely better.
Oh, that's good.
Like they upped the production quality like freaking crazy.
Are the 5 o'clock shadows still there?
Not that I've seen so much. I'm just gonna replay it on. Oh, I can't replay it on mute because the video is not available in my country. From what I remember, no, it was actually very very competently animated. Like the animation studio who's been handling the Persona anime. They can either
That
be
Madhouse?
no. Madhouse did the intro for Persona 4 Golden. Now the guys who do the anime are AIC,
Mm.
and AIC, at least in my experience watching anime, can be either really really good when doing something like Hodo Masuko, or really really bad in something like Persona 4 the animation. So like they're a very hit or miss studio, and it looks like they're might be hitting it here. So
Oh, all right.
that's what I'm holding out hope for. I'm holding out hope that maybe they'll do Persona 4 justice.
Yeah, we'll have to Wait and see.
Wait and see. Exactly. It's coming out in July. It's going to start airing in July in the summer season.
Are they getting that crunchy support or
Um,
simulcasting or no?
I don't believe anybody has announced simulcasting for it yet, but worst case scenario, somebody is going to fan sub it. So
Oh yeah, that's how we watched or you watched P4A.
that's how I watched P4A. But even when P4A was airing, the fan subs I had were just adaptations of, I believe, the crunchy subs. So
Mm.
that's how most fan subs are these days. But even then, Persona is so kind of big in the West. I would be surprised if if nobody picked up the simulcast, somebody would pick up fan subbing it. In other SMT news, Digital Devil Saga 2 was recently announced for PSN, joining
Oh yeah.
joining Nocturne, all the Persona games, Devil Survivor 1 and DDS1. Not Devil Survivor, Devil Summoner 1, blah. And the real question I want to ask here is, Devil Summoner 2 when?
Oh, I imagine it seems like they finally got their shit together when it comes to releasing the older PS2 games out on PSN. So I'd say maybe a month or so.
I was just saying, don't get me wrong. I'm really glad they're releasing all this, but
I would say maybe Raiden 2 and
yeah, I was just saying
all that other stuff.
Raiden 2 is Devil Summoner 2. Raido's like, I know you have that big, awesome limited edition box of Devil Summoner 2.
Oh yes, I will never open. So I will need to get another version of that. But the thing that's good that you bring that up because when playing Persona 3 on the PlayStation 3, I encountered a variety of problems.
Like what?
One, save data corruption, which was
that happened to me too. That happened to me on my first save file. I got like 3 hours in and then it was just gone.
My number 1 slot. I just can't save on it ever. Nope.
Oh.
I always have to save on number 2.
Oh, that's bad.
Okay. There was an instance. I forgot which operation it was, and they were like, "All right, let's go do this." And they're walking out of the room, and it just freezes.
Oh,
and you're like, "Oh fuck!" And you keep like reloading, and it's like, "Oh god, it's broken, and everything's lost." Turns out you just have to wait 5 minutes, and then it's just like slowly they start walking out of the room, and the walk animation's all fucked up, like.
Oh no! Oh, I hope I don't run into any of those
graphical
issues.
glitches, and it started out light. It's like, oh, you go to I forgot his name. It's the band kid on the male version.
I can't remember.
And you go to the band room, and the instruments are kind of like flashing for some reason. I thought it was like a style thing, and then like the wild duck burger little mascots flashing. You're like, oh, okay. And then you get to the point where you go to Kyoto and the pots in the hotel are flashing.
Okay.
But the worst offender, when you get to the top level of Tartarus, that last part, everything is just flashing. It's like fucking seizure inducing.
Oh, that sucks.
And I encountered a glitch, and I don't know. I looked it up, and I don't think anyone else has experienced this. And I think it might have to do because I was using the official PlayStation Gold headsets sponsored by Sony. Buy today. Headset for PS3.
Yeah.
Just because they're comfy and have decent sound. It's $100.
Was it that headset you showed me that worked on your Vita also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you just plug it in. It's just like a normal headset, but the PS3 and PS4 is wireless.
Okay.
It's like virtual surround sound. The game sounds actually really awesome with it. Okay. And then, every once in a while, and it was actually really fucking disturbing the first time this happened because it was like 3 a.m. I'm just kind of powering my way through the game, and I'm like at the store. Just all of a sudden, it's like I never felt like and it was fucking like it was this weird warping audio glitch. It scared the shit out of me. Haunted copy of Persona 3.
Digital copy of Persona 3. You got some fucking demons in that PS3, man. Actually, I ran into, in my little bit that I played of Devil Survivor 2 on PS3, the cutscenes do not animate with the audio. Meaning you will see the lip flaps before the audio. So
and I actually think you were looking for Digital Devil Saga. I think that's not out yet.
No, Digital Devil Saga 1 is on PS3. Digital Devil Saga 2 is the new...
Okay.
2 is the one that's coming out.
Okay, alright. I got confused for a little while. Yeah. Apparently there is also some lip flap issues, like audio syncing issues with that as well.
I saw a few as well, yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, that's just chalking it up to emulation.
Exactly. It's only in the cutscenes, and I can kind of ignore that. They have dedicated like hard subtitles for the cutscenes, so
I kind of want to buy them just to like support Atlus, and it's like, yes, bring us more stuff like this.
Don't do that, because that's what I did, and that's how I ended up with 4 separate copies of Persona 3. I own the physical PSP version of Persona 3 Portable, the physical PS2 version of Persona 3 FES, and the digital versions of both of them on the PS3 and the PSP. I own 4 copies of Persona 3. Do not fall into the same rabbit hole I did. I'm trying not to do that for Persona 4, but I already bought the digital version for PS3, so I'm kind of already down that rabbit hole too.
Is this it's like, I plug in my PS2 on my TV, and it's just Nocturne just looks like utter trash. It looks so fucking bad. But even then, like, the art style really kind of carries it. But like, it's just like, it's like, this is not. The PS2 wasn't built to be on HD. But I'll see if I can get the look a little better with like a component cable or something. But like, I'm just hoping that, the save, like, honestly, I can kind of look past the flashing and the creepy audio glitch, but the save thing really kind of like,
that's
kind of scary.
That's literally game breaking.
Yeah. And the fact that they can't really change anything.
Oh, yeah, it's a shame that they can't update and like patch in a fix for that. But
what's up with like? What's up with like? It's like, I don't know if it. From what I understand, this is kind of like Sony's fault, but like a lot of SMT games have problems on the PlayStation Network. Like, apparently, Persona 2 Innocent Sin had some weird fucking hacker put like a altered save state on it that was like a backdoor to something, and they could jailbreak a Vita or something like that.
Weird. I never played the digital version of Innocent Sin because I picked up the PSP version. Are you thinking of Eternal Punishment?
I'm pretty sure it's Innocent Sin.
Okay. Maybe it was the digital version of Innocent Sin for the PSP.
Because they took it down for a while. I can check if it's back up.
I kind of hate to rant about this, but Atlus USA, instead of re-releasing the updated version of Eternal Punishment for the PSP and making it available digital, they instead re-released the original PlayStation version, which it's really cool that they still had the source code, but I would much rather have the PSP version with all the updated visuals, and I'm pretty sure there's a couple new quests in there as well.
Well, I think maybe an updated soundtrack too.
Oh, but
because I know they updated the soundtrack for one.
They definitely updated the soundtrack because Shoji Meguro, as well as doing the audio production, was the director of both of those games.
Oh, nice.
So I know they definitely updated the soundtrack as well. So, I mean, it's a shame, but I still picked it up, and it's eternally on the backlog. Yeah. This is the thing about SMT. You will always have an SMT game on your backlog, because the series is just so goddamn expansive. Even if you finish every game in the series, you need to pick up a Virtual Boy.
Oh, that's my ultimate. We just had it looks like Innocent Sin is still back on the store. But okay. Look, there's a game store that just opened. It's like a retro game store.
Yeah.
And they have a copy at their other store. It's like $400.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Oh, and on a completely unrelated note, I'm slowly paying off a copy of Snatcher for the Sega CD.
You got a copy of Snatcher?
Yeah, it's like I know the owner, and I'm like, oh hey, can I just pay you like $20 every few weeks? It's pretty. I don't even want to tell you how expensive it is.
Don't bother. I don't want to know.
Yeah,
it will make me cringe because I know if Persona ever got that rare, I would probably pay that much if I didn't have a copy of it.
On their opening day, they had a sealed copy of Persona 2 Innocent Sin. Innocent Sin?
Innocent Sin is part 1, Eternal Punishment is part 2. Are you talking about the...
Eternal Punishment.
Eternal Punishment for
PS1.
For PS1. Eternal Punishment, I believe, is the only one that came out stateside.
That's right.
The PS1 version, yeah. Back before Persona 3 got... I'm going to sound like a hipster here, but I love the Persona franchise. Before Persona got mainstream.
Even though it's still like hell of like a niche.
It's still hella niche, but actually, hey, transition into the next topic. Do you think Atlus is going to make a big show at this year's E3?
Oh, they might.
Because if the attendance badges, the E3 attendance badges, are to be believed, there's going to be some Persona 4 Dancing All Night playable there.
Oh boy. Like everyone's most anticipated Persona game. Don't get me wrong. I'm very stoked for it.
Like, oh god, this is a story I have to tell. The night when the big 4 new Persona games were announced, I was at a party with my friends, and I had an alarm set on my phone for the live stream. Unfortunately, I was too late to get into the live stream because they only had a dedicated amount of seats. So I had to read everything secondhand from people on 4chan.
Oh man, everyone, like, I know everyone on Twitter was freaking out.
Oh god, everybody on 4chan...
In a bad way.
Everybody on 4chan blew it out of proportion. They're just like, oh shit, Adachi's back. It's a rhythm game. It's not canon. Why is the main character...
No, it is canon. That's the fucked up part. It's a direct sequel.
No. Like, no. They were combining the news of everything into one thing. So they're just like, why the hell is Minato there? What is going on? And all this is going down. I'm just like, I can't read this anymore. No.
Dancing... I thought you were talking about Q or Dancing All Night, because I know Dancing All Night is a direct sequel.
Dancing All Night is confirmed a sequel. But all the news that was getting announced, basically nobody was keeping their shit straight, so it looked like Adachi was going to be dancing with Rise and Minato, and it was going to be canon. And I lost my shit. I'm just like, take this laptop away from me before I break it.
And then are you slave emancipation?
No, I didn't even get that far. Like, they weren't that far in the live stream before freaking Persona 5 got announced, and I just gave the fuck up. I went back later, and I was just like, oh, okay. They were different games.
On your fucking Persona collection.
so freaking ready to do it, because I'm just like, I don't want a Theatrhythm game to be the next fucking game. But then they announced that, hey, this is happening. I'm like, okay, I'm cool with a Persona 4 rhythm game because I love Shoji Meguro's music. I listen to it kind of daily.
Yeah, same here.
Like, there was did you ever hear the Club Arrange mix CD? That was a bunch of crazy-ass Japanese DJs doing remixes of Persona 3 and Persona 4 songs.
No, what?
Oh, dude, it is awesome. I believe it's... I can't remember the name of it. I want to say it's like P First. I could be wrong there, but it's like P something Club Arrange mix.
Oh my god.
It's like 8 or 9 songs of just these crazy-ass Japanese DJs doing club, dubstep, freaking drum and bass remixes of Persona 3 and Persona 4 songs, and it's super hype. And if that's the kind of stuff that's going to be on Dancing All Night, then, oh my god, count me so in. In. Whew.
So, yep. So, boy, this has become the Persona podcast.
I'm sorry. All I have to talk about is Persona. I'm not very well versed in mainline SMT. I know enough about it, but you were talking about the timelines earlier. Maybe we can just go into that. You were talking about
the Amala Network.
Amala Network. What is the Amala Network? Explain this to me.
So the Amala Network is what the Demi-Fiend uses to change universes, and that's how everything is connected.
Oh, okay. So is this the difference between the good end, neutral end, and bad end of Nocturne?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to get into spoilers.
But so. I've vaguely heard about this, but
like I gotta plug him again. Rasen on YouTube does an excellent timeline video. Like everyone listening to this, if you haven't listened to Cathedral of Shadows, listen to that podcast. We're like a cheap fucking knockoff of those guys. But they're awesome.
This is just going to turn into Waifu Wars.
What I thought was interesting, because what really inspired me to start this with Monkey is like I've been listening to 2 podcasts recently, Cathedral of Shadows and S-Link FM, and a lot of them they're on R-Mega10 and NeoGAF, and those Reddit and NeoGAF are sites I don't go to ever. I've been on 4chan/V and 4chan/VG, like 4chan-V for like 8 years. Oh, and I have not like strayed away from that community. And this was like the first time I'm like kind of like peeking over the wall. And I looked at the R-Mega10 page, and like they seem great. They seem like great people.
No, I've seen R-Mega10. R-Mega10 are some really, really cool guys. I've checked
funny pictures, like interesting discussions. I'm like, oh, this is all right. I guess it's not as bad as I heard it was. Like Reddit in general, but like I can say
there are some Reddits, some subreddits that aren't complete shit, and I just pissed off a lot of people by saying that. Oh God, what have I done?
But some of them are great. Just kind of after I say that.
Some of them are great. And NeoGAF, the only experience I have with NeoGAF, my favorite freaking YouTubers at the moment, the guys from Two Best Friends Play, their personal YouTube channel, The Switcher. They do a podcast every week called the Super Best Friend Cast, and they're straight up neo-gaffers. Like, they post there constantly, and they constantly like link to threads from there on their Twitters. And I that's been my only experience with that. Besides,
I always hear cool stuff. Like NeoGaf seems like the kind of cool kids. I don't know. NeoGaf always seemed to me like NeoGaf. I'll hear on podcasts like, oh, they were talking about, there was a thread on NeoGaf about me. I'm like, oh, yeah. You never see on podcasts. It's like, oh, there's a thread on V about me. Like, of course there is. Probably bad. Kind of going and seeing these other communities was interesting because it made me realize it's like, yeah, V is pretty fucking terrible. In its own right.
I will argue.
Very negative.
I will argue that everybody in Persona General, the dedicated VG thread for Persona and Arena, those guys are awesome.
The Mega 10 guys are awesome. Oh, and also, side note, the Demon Souls, Dark Souls community is always been awesome.
Yeah. I was gonna say VG kind of knows what's going on. V is kind of a shit show most of the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, but from my experience with NeoGaf, another memory I have of NeoGaf is back when everybody was waiting for new Persona, Atlus USA teased an announcement, and it was maybe you saw this article. They basically, it linked to a page that showed I believe it's called a sonogram. Like when you
oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, when you're viewing in on a fetus, and everybody on NeoGaf was trying to just figure out how the fuck this related back to Persona, and then I think it was one of the community guys at Atlus who has an account on there, just straight up posted a picture of the character Red Herring from oh god, what's the show? It's Scooby-Doo Kids, or the kid version of Scooby-Doo.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
and everybody on Gaff just lost their fucking shit. It was one of the funniest moments because it was a community manager actively trolling people. He probably wasn't the community manager, but you know what I mean. But it just shows something.
It's Fimsy and Shinjiro's child. Because that's canon. That's a canon relationship.
Oh, fuck you, Femc, I guess all the way. Oh, God, no, this isn't going to turn into OTPs and ships. No, no.
This is not Tumblr.
This is not Oh.
That is our word.
That is a bad word. It shall not be mentioned again unless for comedic purposes. You cis male scum. Okay, so Arena Ultimax is coming out soon. I believe there's going to be a big show for it at E3. Atlus USA's Facebook page recently posted that they showed off the E3 badges, which I mentioned earlier for Dancing All Night. And in the background, you could see a glimpse of the teaser poster for Arena Ultimax. And I believe Arena Ultimax is definitely relevant right now because there was some DLC announced this week, which is kind of controversial. Blah. My tongue is failing me. Did you hear about the Arena Ultimax DLC?
It's Adachi, right?
Adachi, baby!
And who's the other?
He's the first announced DLC character. The only other recent character that was announced was... Okay, this is probably the bigger controversy, at least in the West, is Ken and Koromaru from Persona 3 are going to be one character.
Oh yeah, they're like Nana and Popo from Brawl.
Yeah, a lot of people
I hope they literally have that same mechanic.
I've not seen any of the gameplay. I saw the teaser trailer that
it looked alright. It looked alright.
I don't know why people are freaking out so much over it, honestly. Because
I think there's a lot I kind of fake hate Ken. I make fun of him a lot, but he's alright,
I was gonna say I don't hate Ken. I don't exactly like the guy, but I mean I
love. He's got super long neck though in Arena.
Oh, definitely.
That neck. That's some shaft neck right there.
I was gonna say somebody get those animators in there. Give us some head tilt. I mean, I can kind of see why people are hating on this announcement so much, given the fact that Koromaru is probably the more popular character, and that he's second showing whatever to freaking Ken. And I mean, think about it for a second. Imagine fighting as a dog in Persona 4 Arena.
He'd just play Amaterasu from Marvel vs. Cap and be hella cheap.
I mean, it would. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It would be cool, but
I think it'd be all right. And I think Arxis knows what they're doing.
Exactly.
So I'm pretty sure it'll play all right.
The thing is, I think they knew that everybody wanted Koromaru in Ultimax,
Yeah.
but because it's a dog, it can't actually communicate unless Aegis is with him. So they were just like, okay, we need a player that can actually communicate for story reasons.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, that's the explanation that makes the most sense to me. And like I said, I don't exactly hate Ken, so I'm kind of cool with this announcement. But Adachi is the one that kind of bugs me.
Yeah, he's also like, from what I understand, he's not like a villain. He's like kind of neutral. Like he wants everyone to stop fighting and stuff.
From what I've read, he's not the villain, but he's still an asshole, which is I think the best way they could play his character. And I don't know, I'm just really interested to see if in the Western
Atlus,
release,
if you're listening, please add bitches and whores line.
Oh, do it! Do it! I guess what I'm waiting to see is because I believe he's going to be like day one DLC in Japan. He's not actually going to be on the disc. And I'm wondering if Atlus USA is going to do the same because I bought all of the Arena DLC willingly.
All those glasses.
All those glasses, all those character skins, all those announcers, all those, what's the word? What do they call the assist characters? Blah. And I'd hate if they had a completed character done before they released it and didn't put it on the disc. I like, that's just a general.
Yeah, that just kind of ties into the DLC.
Yeah, just the DLC debacle. Like, that's not for this podcast, but I would just hate to see that.
They could do them as a pre-order bonus, and then after a while put them out for a couple bucks.
Actually,
I wouldn't mind that.
They did say they were going to have some crazy pre-order bonuses when they first announced that pre-orders opened up for Ultimax. So I did go out and pre-order Ultimax, obviously, but
yeah, I just got an email, Atlas Faithful, and they'll be showing some Ultimax at E3. I don't think, however, they won't be showing anything from 5 for a long while.
The thing is, they're not getting anything from 5. I'm not going to expect 5 until TGS. Because the Japanese guys are keeping it on wraps until then, at least. I mean, maybe they'll do, like, one of their weird live streams before then. I think they'll keep everything on wrap until one of those live streams or until TGS, and they're not going to let the Americans have the edge.
Just too edgy for us.
God damn it.
Have you seen the Persona Stalker Club thing?
What is that?
It's like sponsored by Atlus or whatever, and it's like they announce Persona news kinda on it. It's all in Japanese. It's really weird. It has I think it has Japanese celebrities on it.
Is it the live stream where they have the voice actors on and the voice actors just do weird shit?
I'm not sure. I've only seen like a little bit for Persona Q. And it's just like these one person's dressed up like Rise and this other guy's dressed up like Kanji, and they have like a weird tattoo on his face. He's bald. I didn't really know what was going on. I was kind of scared.
Okay, I have no idea what the hell that is. I've never heard of that.
I think TGS would be good.
TGS I think is the soonest we'll see for like Persona 5 news.
Honestly, it'll probably be like a minute and 30 seconds of like weird, like nondescript, like just like quotes from the Bible and like and like Philemon just floating around in butterfly form for like 2 seconds, and then like a chain, and they'll be like, "Get hyped."
Like that's one of the things about Atlus when they were developing Catherine before it came out stateside. When it just was released in Japan, they straight up asked Japanese live streamers and people who were posting videos on Nico, just please don't spoil the game. Like, this is just how it works, and I think they're going to take that same sort of approach to these new Persona games, and especially Persona 5.
Yeah,
because it's kind of a global audience. Like, we'll bitch about Western releases over here, but the freaking European guys have to deal with so much more shit than we do.
Oh yeah, I feel so bad for them, dude. It's just like I'll read like news articles and it'll be like, oh. Devil Summoner Overclock just got Devil Survivor 2.
Devil Survivor 2
just got released in the UK in Europe. I'm like, whoa, dude, that game's hella old.
Did you hear what they had to do to get that released in Europe?
Oh, I don't even. Yeah, it's like fucking. You have to pre-order it.
You have to pre-order it.
If we get 4,000 pre-orders, then we'll release it.
Exactly. Like, they had to do so much shit, and I feel so bad for those guys, but
I don't even know whose fault that is. I mean, I don't think Atlus is like, well, fuck you for being European.
No. Like Atlus has a dedicated USA branch. They don't have one in Europe, and I believe that's gonna actually be one of the better parts of the Atlus Sega merger.
Mm-hmm.
That happened a while ago. That scared a lot of people. I believe because I'm pretty sure Sega has a dedicated branch in Europe.
Oh yeah, I think they'll get more quicker release time frames for
definitely.
Europe.
At least that's what I hope. At least I hope Sega.
And another good thing about the Sega merger is Sonic cameos in the Persona games.
Dude, I totally want to summon.
Showman.
I totally want to summon Shadow the Hedgehog as a Persona. Fucking
my! That'd be the worst or the best. I don't know.
You know you'd play it.
God, I hate Sonic.
So that'll about do it for the first episode of Jack Brothers. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Unfortunately, you're only going to hear me, Rhythm Deficient Drill Monkey, for the last bit because my computer decided to get rid of our last 5 minutes of audio where we both said our goodbyes and stuff. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you very much for listening, and until next time, as Spooky would say, mahalo.